Hi guys, in this video I'll be changing the printhead on my HP printer. This is an older printer, it's an HP Officejet Pro 8630. This printer lasted me about 9 years or so, so it was a really good printer. And I decided that before giving up on it, I am willing to invest just a little bit more to see if I'm able to extend the life a little bit. So the first thing, the problem, I started getting this cartridge problem error. I got a few variations. First, it started with the black cartridge, is damaged, and I did invest and replaced the black cartridge, and I was still getting that error message for a while. Then it started telling me that the original pink HP printing ink, was not an original ink. And I've had that ink was still full. I did not replace it recently, and it was giving me that error message that said it was not an HP, ink. Anyway, I took the old printhead out, I cleaned it, and then before I knew that I could change the printhead, unfortunately I did not know that, I actually decided to, as a last effort, to try an off-brand ink. Before I used to try to stick with, I used to stick with the original ink to extend the life of the printer. Not sure if that's what allowed it to last that long, but that's what I did. But since the error message wasn't going away, I decided to try an off-brand ink. And all that did was switch the error message from the black and the magenta to now the blue, yellow, and black are giving me that error message, and the pink one is, it's showing that it is fine. If I close this door and I go home, well, once that cycles through, you'll see that the ink on the pink is fine. All right, anyway, I still may decide to upgrade to a laser printer. I might even change from an HP, because the only thing I didn't like about this printer is that if I wanted to just print in black and the yellow, for example, was finished, I had to replace it to be able to print. And at least based on the research that I found now, if it is I change to a laser printer, if it is I wanted to print in a color laser printer is what I'll be looking into. Then if I wanted to print in just black, then but the yellow is finished, once the empty cartridge is still installed in the printer, I should be able to print. All right, at least in the printer that I'm looking into. So that's one of the reasons that I want to upgrade. But also, at this season, even though I still use an inkjet for some of my crafting, because I'm able to print like Cricut crafts on this, and it prints really well. And that's another reason why it is I would really like to see if I can extend the life. But at this stage, a laser printer printing more, like paper printing, regular paper printing, would be, I guess, more economical in the long run. Probably not at first, if I invest in a decent printer, but in the long run, I'm hoping that it will be a good printing decision. Anyway, so now I'm going to change out the printhead and see if that is able to fix the issue that I'm having. So there's a clip here, you push it up, and that allows, you just lift it up a little bit, and that allows the entire printhead. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. So now I am going to put in the clean for the new printhead. I'm really hoping that this works. And it's easy to put the new one in, just fit it into place and kind of drops into place, and then you push that lever down, and that's it. All right, so I'm actually going to put the ink that I had in there back in and try with that first. And then since I think I'm going to try that, because since the new one is not punctured as yet, probably I don't want to, you know, puncture it until, you know, there's a little opening here by where the ink flows out. I don't want to, you know, like open it or puncture it unless I have to. In other words, if this oops, wrong one. Unless this does not work, then I will go ahead and try that. But fingers crossed. Magical moment. Insert a sheet of clear white paper. Okay, I got this message before. Don't get too excited. Start routine ink alert. Cartridge might not have enough ink to. Okay, so this looks like it might actually work. So I'm going to take the cameras off because this is probably going to take a while to align. It says that it is aligning the printer. I am just really excited, but I will put the camera back on once, you know, it gets started, and print with it so that you can see, you know, the ending and see if it actually worked. Alright, so I want to say the issue is definitely that the ink was not genuine ink, because it's printing the, it's aligning. Perfect. All right, and this is the sheet of paper that I had in there, and it printed perfectly, no problems. When I go to the ink levels, all of the ink is looking fine. All right, so I feel safe in saying that if it is you are getting that error that says one of your cartridges might be damaged, I will just take the shortcut and replace the ink cartridge, the cartridge head, and with original HP ink, because you're going to get stuck when trying to realign or initialize the new printhead. All right, so anyway, hopefully this will be helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you in another video. Bye.